Hi there, this is a video to help you feel more confident about tuning up your double bass. Obviously normally I would tune your double bass each lesson, but because I'm not going to see you guys for a little while face to face, it's really important that you or your parents feel confident when tuning it up, which you will need to do each time you take it out for a practice. So the strings that we've got on the double bass, as I'm sure all my students know, are G, D, A, and E. So going from highest, which is the thinnest string, to lowest, which is the thickest string, G, D, A, and E. And the way we change the tuning is with these pegs here. So you can work out which pegs belong to which string by just following them up with your finger like that. And so our G string here is this peg here. Our D string here is this peg here. So the two highest strings are on the right hand side if you're looking at the double bass, and the two lowest strings are on the left hand side if you're looking at the double bass. So your E string is here and your A string is here. And sorry, I'm just getting some messages through, so I'm just going to switch my phone off. Very professional. So if we're tuning and we want the sound to go higher or sharper, we want to turn our pegs clockwise. And so you'll hear what happens to this string if I turn the peg clockwise. Hopefully you heard that going up. And if I want it to go down, if I want the pitch to go down or flat, we want to turn it anti-clockwise, so towards me right now. So hopefully you heard it go just then. I'm just going to use my piano to check that that note is now in tune. So that's my G. Lovely. And so what I'm going to do now, hopefully this will be helpful, is just check that my double bass is perfectly in tune, and then I'm going to just play each note for a little while, which will hopefully give you guys a chance to tune up your instrument and use mine to check whether it's in tune. So hopefully you've got your double bass ready. If not, you can pause the video and go and grab it. And I will start with the G string. Well, I'll just check that we're in tune first. Yeah, perfectly in tune. Don't worry, you don't have to do that. You can just use the open strings. So this is our G string that I'm playing right now. So that's our G string, your D string, lovely, and your A string, and lastly your E string, which is the hardest one to tune because it's so low. It sounds like this. if you're struggling to hear that sound, hear that pitch rather, most of my students will have a spot around here on their double basses, which we call the magic note, which is an octave harmonic, so it sounds higher when you just touch your finger to the magic note, to the spot, and it sounds like this. And that sometimes makes it easier to hear because the sound's a little bit higher. And so hopefully that feels helps you feel a bit more confident with tuning your double bass. If you've got a piano, obviously you can also use a piano to help you tune it up. And then if you've got a smartphone or an iPad, I use an app called InsTuner, which looks like this. Oh, try not to drop my phone. Looks like that. Oh no. There you go. And so hopefully when I play one of my strings, it will flash green. So I'm going to play my D string. And actually it's a tiny bit sharp. So I'm just going to flatten it a bit. Look at that, absolutely perfect. And so those tuners can be really helpful as well if you don't have a piano. As always, do drop me an email or a text if you have any questions. But yeah, hopefully that will make the business of tuning your double bass a little less daunting. Okay, thank you, bye.